Hello, my name is Scott Roan. I'm a professional engineer and a staff engineer here at Clean Air Consultants Filter One. We're going to be talking about the HWF3 today and some of the ways we set it up and what you can expect in operations with the PLC controller and the water control. We have an on-off button. Green is on, red is stop. We have our manual water fill is these days a turn switch, off and on. We used to have a toggle switch. And this is our alarm light. We used to have two lights, one for low water, one for high water. Now we have a single alarm light that's labeled rapid flash is low water and slow flash is high water alarm. The rapid flash is a half a second on, 1 second off, and the slow flash is 2 seconds on, 1 second off. So there's a 4 times difference there. You ought to be able to notice that. So what you would do normally in setting up a unit is you turn your water on and you do the manual fill, and it'll add water until the unit is satisfied by its internal float switch, which is located over here in the reservoir area. What you would also see is it would say adding water on the PLC screen, but right now the unit is full, so it's satisfied. So what we would normally do, again in the setup of the unit, after the unit's totally full, you can turn that off. You can turn off the water because you don't want to add any more water. The correct amount of water is currently in the unit. And we would start the unit by hitting the green button. There would be a 45-second delay as the unit comes up to speed. With the ductwork attached and the unit running, we check the sticker on the unit, which is where it ran at the factory. That static pressure should be indicated here on the magnehelic gauge. If not, we adjust the outlet air, open or closed, until this pressure gets close to this indicator that was put on the label at the factory. Once that's adjusted, we'll need to adjust the water level. There's a screw that holds this on. We'll take the cover off. And being careful, because this is a hot box and these terminals are 120 volts, we'll adjust this knob, which is indexed in inches of water, and it'll be very close to what this setting is here. But as the unit is calling for water, you'll see adding water here on the PLC screen as well. And there's a 3-second damper timer that keeps the water valve from chattering. So anytime there's a call for water, it will run for 3 seconds. So if it's calling for water, we want to turn this down. Again, a tick mark at a time is about 1/4 inch of water. So we'll turn it down, wait 3 seconds, down, wait 3 seconds. When it stops adding water, the unit is set up because it's just not adding water. At this point, you put the cover back on, you secure it with a screw, and the unit is ready to run. You turn the water back on, and you're good to go. Some of the other features of this PLC are, because it is a shutdown box, if you have a problem, the unit will only run 45 seconds before it shuts down. So we've added a feature, a test mode, that if you press A on the PLC, it'll put it into test mode, and that way the unit will not shut down and you can troubleshoot what the problems are, whether it's a water valve or not enough water, or the ductwork is stopped up. Some of these things that would cause the unit to shut down, you can lock out the alarms for 10 minutes, and that gives you a chance to troubleshoot the unit. Also gives you a chance when you're trying to troubleshoot the unit. The magnehelic is looking at pressures across the unit. We have an intake here for a pressure and an intake here where the ductwork attaches. If the unit's in test mode, you can take these hoses off and put it on take the lower hose and put it on the top hose, and you can see what the total static of the pressure of the unit is. Or you can take just the top hose without the lower hose and see what your ductwork pressure is. So those are a couple of critical numbers. If you get to the point where you call the factory, we would need those kind of operational numbers. Other things to look for when you're setting up an HWF are if these numbers are not hitting or the amp numbers are not hitting, then the unit might be spinning backwards. And usually there's a noise associated with that and a high amp draw associated with that. So if you're getting these squirrely type numbers, check your rotation. Again, you want to look down from the top of the motor and see that it's turning clockwise. If it's turning counterclockwise and it's a 3-phase unit, you need to flip-flop just 2 of the legs and the motor will spin the other direction. Again, this is Scott Roan talking about the HWF Filter One product.
For more information, contact Filter One at 1-800-289-0189 or filter-one.com.